Hi guys, welcome back to the Luna Sim channel. I am so happy that you were able to make it back through. We are actually going through my first ever real modern house. Now, I actually chose to do this because when I look up a couple houses on Google just to kind of get some next build ideas, modern houses kept popping up. And I've never really done a modern house. I've done the tiny houses, the suburban houses, the beach houses, and modern just isn't a look that I'm actually kind of pulled to. I live in a suburban area, so I'm used to seeing old Victorian houses, you know, typical two-story, big, you know, white pillar suburban houses. So honestly, this build was very tricky for me. It was tricky not alone with just the build, but also decorated and styling. Now with this, I did get inspired from a picture on Google, and silly me, actually forgot to save the picture. I was looking at it on my phone while I was doing it. I would say it's kind of similar to it. I did have to change a few things. The top half of the house, I actually wanted that to be an attic because there is a way to technically make an attic in The Sims. And when I did this house, I don't know what was going on in my head. I think I was just overpowering myself, but I just had one of those brain farts where like nothing was working. And I ended up did make that half just another level to the house. So technically it is 2 levels, but I wanted it to be more of a attic type situation. And after I laid out the floor plan and everything, and actually today when I was editing it, I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I just give them a basement? Because it ends up with 1 bedroom because everything downstairs is pretty much the open space for everyone or whoever lives here. And after I thought about it, I was like, why didn't I make the upstairs the workout room and their bedroom in the basement, or, you know, their bedroom in the basement or bedroom in the upstairs and then their workout in the basement. And I don't know what it is. I always forget that there's basements in The Sims because when I'm playing, I hate going up and down. Even I try to make my houses 1 level because I don't know. It's just one little pet peeve that I have. Really, really weird for me. But yeah, this house was a struggle for me. Like I said, I'm just not used to modern houses, and I'm not used to the minimal of decorating. Even in the original picture, there wasn't a lot of decorating, and there was a lot of just monotone colors, and I'm not a monotone type of person. I don't do a lot of browns. I don't do a lot of blacks. I always do some form of color, and I think that's what I struggled with. I do feel like I probably could have made the porch a lot smaller, and it's just a lot of porch. And then the land that I put it on in Windenburg, it doesn't have a lot anyway. Like, the house was big, so it doesn't technically have any yard at all. So I really picture this for like the minimalist sim. Definitely not mowing the yard a lot, and probably not a good house for kids. I would put like a single bachelor, single bachelorette here. The storyline that I have for this house is a single bachelorette, and she is a fitness instructor. So that's why I actually do put fitness gear in there. And not only is she a fitness instructor, she's very zen-like. So she does yoga. She meditates when she first comes into her house. So you'll see a meditating bench as soon as you walk in. She's very cool, calm, and collective. She eats clean, eats healthy. And I feel like this type of house was actually really fitting for that situation. She loves the outdoors as well. So her office actually faced the big bay windows out front. And that's just the kind of story that I feel with this. And that's where you see me tackling that upstairs there. I literally had every build brain fart in my head. And I think I just overpowered myself because it is a modern house. But I am going to tell myself to do more modern houses and probably start smaller than going with like the first big one that I seen. And I think that's what it was. I never realized how big of a difference it is doing a different type of house. And I was like, oh, I can do this. You know, it's just simpler. Like, I don't have the crazy roof angles to deal with. They're flat, but I probably struggled more with the modern house. A lot of it was actually the decorating issues. Even on this porch, trying to find the right color, the match, and we have the issue with the couch and the ottoman. Couldn't find the right color, and I knew I wanted green and not really yellows, pinks, blues, purples, all that. And so it was just really hard to find them and then still keep them along the darker edge, especially trying to get away from black and trying to do like a dark, you know, a darker brown or a lighter brown or maybe like a gray, but not too light gray. I am a color girl, and it was very, very hard for me. But I will say, when I did put this up in the gallery, which it is up there, K Reese 3388, that's KREESE 3388, literally within a minute of me posting it, it had 3 likes and 25 downloads. And I actually closed out of The Sims and went back in because I was like, that's a glitch, that's not right. And I guess people love it, or I don't know. But thank you if you do love it. I know when I checked it about 5 o'clock today, it was already up to 40. So it's very close to passing my highest downloaded item, which right now is the shopping boutique that I made. So I haven't checked it yet, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning, but we won't talk about that. So I'm really flattered, but I'm very nervous about this build. I felt like a new beginner all over again, a new beginner builder all over again, and it was just like very intimidating, but I will definitely stick with it. If you have made it this far, guys, I appreciate you oh so much. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I'm actually going to be addressing a giveaway that I would love to do as soon as we hit 50 subscribers, for any expansion pack of those that are subscribed and comment on the videos once we hit 50. And then also, you're not a Luna Star yet, and I wouldn't want you to miss any video, any talk through, or anything we do here. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell so you don't miss anything, okay? One thing that I'm definitely excited about is this double fireplace that I did here. I've seen this in one of the house builds. I can't remember what the TV show was, but there was this one house that they had a double fireplace, and it wrapped around to the dining room, and I don't know why I thought about that during this house, and I was like, you know what, I haven't done that yet. I really did like it. Let's go ahead and throw it in this house. And of course, the fireplaces that I wanted, they didn't go up high like that, like I wanted, or then it wasn't the right color. So I went ahead and did with this one. I will say the fireplace in the living room, it's not accessible, so it's just for show. The way that I did the dropped down floor walk-in, and I'd been wanting to do that too. So I guess, I don't know, the modern house brought in a lot of things that I haven't done in a while or haven't done at all. And I was just like, let's just do it now. And I think that's probably what overpowered my brain. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I want this to be done. Like, I'm done with this house. But I will say that the fireplace on the dining room side, it is accessible, which I think that's fine. There's, we have 1 or 2 fireplaces that are just for show and they don't actually light. Maybe 1, I don't remember. But I mean, if you wanted it to be accessible, you could bring the floor up or drop the floors down. Whatever one works for you. But in a couple communities that I'm in, that drop floor is getting popular again. They bring it up like in the 70s, dropped, room template, and I don't know. I've always thought they were adorable. Never thought of it about like an airtime piece, but everyone's different. So I hope you do like that. When I went into this room, because originally I was gonna say this is gonna be the bedroom, and I'm really weird with really big bedrooms. I don't like huge bedrooms, let alone long bedrooms. So I went ahead and was like, okay, I can make this the office, bedroom, and then do a built-in closet. But then once I got the office and the stairs in, because I wanted to have that attic space, I was like, there's no way I can fit a bed in here. No way. So that's why I shifted the bed and workout room upstairs. I adore this office space. Like I said, I stay away from dark colors. Black and white is very hard for me. Black is so hard for me. But I like this space because it does look out from the window. I know you have those center windows there kind of blocking part of your view, but you're still surrounded by windows, still getting that natural sunlight in. And this is one of the few or only houses that there isn't really curtains. And I've noticed that in a lot of modern houses, they don't do curtains. And personally, I feel weird. I feel like everyone's looking at you. But in Windenburg, where this house is at, I kind of have this thought that it's secluded. So you're not going to get a lot of people regardless. And the person there just doesn't have curtains. I would be paranoid all the time in this house. But it did turn out really pretty with all the windows in the front there. The one thing I do regret is that I didn't put a lot of windows on the side or the back, which there is no back door because there's really nothing to go back out to. It's literally right there on the line pretty much. You'd have like 2 squares away from the line. But yeah, it's just, you know. But this built-in closet area space, I spent way too much time on. Besides decorating, and this is what I spent a lot of my time on. I wanted to give it some type of a character, so I took like a bunch of those planks and layered them, and took one of the shoe things and the clothing racks and a dresser and a side end table, and then tied it together with a bookshelf. So I mean, it's a long office / walk-in closet area off of the kitchen. But I mean, in the end result, I actually do love it. I, you know, want to do more built-ins like that with other things. I tackled a lot of new stuff this build. I will say that. That's why the video is a little bit longer than normal, because I decided, you know, I'm going to do a modern house. You know what? I'll go ahead and do a built-in closet. I'll go ahead and do a drop floor. I'll go ahead and do a double fireplace. I just decided to do it all, I guess. I think that's why it was very nerve-wracking doing this, and I was very nervous to even share it. But I told myself, no matter what I do, good or bad, I will go ahead and share it and see what happens. But like I said, it's been getting downloaded super, super fast in the Sims gallery, which I was actually really shocked with. Let me know down below if you prefer suburban houses or do you prefer modern homes. I'm still custom to modern, suburban, or I just said, wow, I just put them all together. I am custom to suburban homes. Like I said, I think it's just because it's where I've been around. It's what I grew up with. It's what I see all the time. So I'm very familiar with them. But I do want to tackle maybe a modern home, maybe every other week, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, because it did give me quite a bit of anxiety doing this. Honestly, even with this bathroom, I will say it's probably one of the best bathrooms I've done. And it's crazy because it's not a lot to it. I think I did like the color and placement of this bathroom. It wasn't too small, it wasn't too big. I did add, you know, a little bit more clutter to just kind of give it a little bit of something. I see the sim being a lot more cleaner, so there are a lot of more monotone colors, lighter colors, but there's just not a lot of clutter, and I wouldn't say not as many plants that I normally do. Just a lot of green and less color, which, why is that so hard for me? I don't know. I love how I did the island over here where I put the stove in the center. I've tried to play with kitchens a lot because kitchens aren't my favorite. I try and put double stoves, sinks in the center, just try and mix it up a lot. And this space is really open, so this is probably going to be like the biggest hangout spot. The dining room table's there, you have the fireplace on this side, and then you have that big island with seating. So if any place, this is where like a lot of parties would happen, and it's just one big area, open space. The living room, I could have made it a little bit bigger, but like I said, I pushed it so close to the lot line that the living room is probably like where you really just don't want to hang out in the kitchen and you want to watch TV and just put your feet up. But a lot of people can hang out there. I don't know if you're like me. I personally, we hang out in my kitchen and dining room a lot, but I do have an open floor plan, so I can completely understand that situation. This walk-in right here, I don't know why, but it meant quite a lot to me, knowing that she's like very chill, cool, calm, and collected, that she would walk in and start meditating, or would advise people to come in and start meditating just to shake all their bad habits and all that stuff off of them. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think of this modern home? And if you've downloaded it, you know, what do you love or not love about it? Because I love positive critique. We're going to be coming up on the screenshot soon. Again, I appreciate all you guys being here. I will do more modern herms. I think it's time for me to go to bed. It is 4 o'clock in the morning. I just need to stop myself. So you guys have a fantastic day, night, evening, or sleep well wherever you are in the world. And I will see you next time in the comments. This is Luna, Galaxy out.